I pressed the button and it still didn't work. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, friends. Happy New Year. I hope you're having a fabulous day. And it's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. How are you all? I am doing a-okay. Took a minute to come back. I think things just kept popping up, whether or not it was that silly in between Christmas and New Year's time where time is an illusion and nothing is real, to my body my brain being a bit in like a, I don't know, like my baseline for my baseline of chill, my chill baseline isn't as far down as I would like it to be. So when I do something new or something that takes a lot of like mental energy out of me or something that I get really frustrated with, it's sort of like, I don't know, I get that anxiety stomach pit. So that's what was happening to me on Tuesday. So I tried to wait it out, tried to use all my coping strategies, but it still just like wasn't happening. So that's why we're starting off 2023 on a Thursday, but that's fine. That's all right. And I wanted to start with something really chill, just to ease back into life, but also doing something new, because I was gifted quite a few craft kits over the holidays. Some of them I've been gifted to previously, or kits I've been sitting on. So I thought this month would be a really good time to dive into some of these kits. I don't know, some of them might take only one stream, less than a stream. Some of them might take, more time than that. But we'll just see how we go. If we finish this one, I have another one that we can just jump into. And yeah, just keep things nice and chill, have a catch up, talk about life, this, that, and the other. All the good things. Let's open this up. This is something that, so Liam and I, for Christmas, for our stockings, we do a thing where we like let ourselves loose in a certain store. Lately we've been doing Sainsbury's, since that seems to have a nice eclectic mix of everything. And we've given ourselves an hour-ish. To be fair, I think it only took like less than that. It took like a half hour last time to collect stuff for each other's stockings. And so according to him, obviously, because we don't have very large stockings, this didn't fit. So this kit here, this Terrarium kit, is left over from my stocking. It's the present that did not fit in the stocking, so it's an additional present situation. Ooh, this is a very large box for the amount that is in here. Look how thin this sheet is versus the box it came in. That was completely unnecessary. I'm also coming to you with some new stream setup stuff. So I put my laptop on a laptop stand, hoping to elevate my face camera, which will allow for less getting in the way of the crafting camera. Speaking of the crafting camera, over here, right here, it now has an official proper mount, which is very exciting. The only downside to that, because my previous one was just vicariously dangling, I could take it off and do like a shadow cam and show you guys him. So this one, I don't really have the capacity, unless I like really go ham and like remove it off this ball bearing, which I might try out. He's downstairs right now anyway. I feel like he's been making fewer and fewer appearances on the channel as we've progressed, so it's probably for the best that, that's not an option. And then, because I have mentioned to you guys before about this side of the crafting area being very dark, I've invested, or I then requested, got gifted, another rechargeable desk lamp. So this one, I did my research, and it should hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on all the wood, last for an entire 3 hours. Because you guys remember the other one that I had only really lasted an hour, and that wasn't gonna cut it. Because we craft for not 1, not 2, but 3. So let's open this kit up. See what is inside. So in addition to this paper kit, I also have a miniature kit, which I'm super excited about. I've been wanting to get into this sort of miniatures for a while now, so I'm really excited to, actually I'll show you guys, because if we finish this today, I want to open this guy up. Ooh! It is an Alice in Wonderland tea shop by Rolife, which I'm so excited because it's an Alice in Wonderland tea shop, and if you guys know me, you know that this is like the most quintessentially perfect thing for me. I also got a doggy snood knitting kit. I've never knitted before, but it makes sense that, you know, my first attempt for foray into knitting might be to make a nice little snood, a nice collar, a little fancy schmancy fashion piece for Shadow. I don't know how much he'll appreciate it. I'm sure it will have tons of holes and he will chew on it and it will get destroyed as quickly, probably faster than I could make it, but that's okay. And then I also have a rug hooking kit that somebody had given me last year, but I just hadn't got around to doing it, as well as an embroidery kit that I've been sitting on for a good few months now. Oh no! That's rude. One of our little terrarium flowers has ripped. That's okay. We can fix it. So yeah, so we have, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 kits. 5 kits to play around with this month. In addition to any of the other crafts that we will get up to. I'll show you guys as well. Before we finished for the Christmas season, I was working on a bracelet. So I did finish that. So that is this here. You can see that there. So it's a little bit big for me. It measures from sort of clasp to end at about 19 centimeters. So I want to make a few more of these in different length sizes. I want to make one that's maybe 17, just so I have a couple different length variations for my eventual goal of this year to actually participate in like a craft fair as a vendor and sell things. So I need to start creating the stock. But yeah, so that's what's up so far. So we got, just getting all of our cacti out of here. Oh, there's our instructions. That's what I was looking for. I'm sure it's like pop out all the things, do the thing. But obviously I think the main part is just to pop out all of the stuff and then decorate as we see fit. Which seems simple enough. It seems simple enough. Also, we must keep away from fire. That makes sense. Not suitable for children under 3 years of age due to small parts. Okay, this isn't for Shadow, who's turning 2 on Saturday. I'm so excited. We keep telling him, Liam and I keep telling him, Shadow, you are going to be a big boy soon. You already are. Technically, you are an adult dog. You can't be a baby anymore. You're going to be 2 on Saturday. Okay, parental supervision required. I'm pretty sure I can supervise myself. Thank you very much. Please retain this information for future reference. Why? Am I going to do this again? Guys, I don't know. Parental supervision is required. I'm not too sure. Are we sure we can proceed? Step 1. Carefully push out the waste card from the frame and put to one side. Place the background in front of you on a flat surface. Push all the paper pieces out of the sheets and begin placing them over the background. Feel free to move them around until you're happy with the layout. Gently place the frame, it's in like air quotes, over the top every now and then to make sure you are happy with the final look. Once you are happy, remove the frame and glue all the pieces in place. Allow the glue to dry before moving on to the next step. You do not have to use all the pieces. You can also come up with your own design. Wowie zowie. Oh, stack the flowers and bend the petals upward to make them 3D. Only glue down the ends of the trailing plants. You can place them through one of the terrarium windows. Finally, so place the frame back over the finished background piece and line up the 2 holes. Fold the tabs around each edge and use a little glue to secure the frame. So Liam gave me some Pritt stick to go with it, some like this kind of glue. We'll see if that works. I also might just need to use like your good old standard. I might just use my like tried and true tacky glue. We'll see. Ideally, if we can just use the Pritt stick, that would be great, because then we won't have like the potential messy bumpies that come with accidentally putting too much liquid glue on things. But we'll see. I guess step 1 is pop out all the papers. We'll do that first. We'll do that and then we'll go from here. I don't know, we'll see. Can I make this last 3 hours? Probably not. This is why I have the other kit on standby that we will update as and when. Oh. I'm trying to think. I feel like it's been a hot minute since we've all seen each other. The last stream I did was before Christmas. And then we did that. And then, like I said, there was that, you know, time is an illusion, nothing is real time frame between that, which then makes it like, what day is it? What time is it? How do I exist in the world? But I think I'm slowly getting back to it. Like, I was sleeping in till like 9, 10 o'clock, doing all these, you know what I mean? Just like lounging around. We also had so much leftover like snacky party foods, which we still have, that Liam and I have slowly been getting through. I feel bad for him because a lot of the stuff is like glutinous, so he has to take up the helm and eat the majority of it. Not that I'm not doing my fair share of it as well. So I think that also helps, like, because the food around the holidays is a lot richer. So I find, like, I don't know, like, we're just living in like slothy decadence for a couple of weeks. And I feel like, I don't know, eventually that can be too much for me. I'm also a very routine-driven person. So eventually we just got to get back to the routine. But it takes a minute for the body to adjust. So thankfully today, I slowly think now my body is starting to figure out, like, okay, we don't sleep in that late anymore and stuff like that. So that's what I'm trying to do. Because the last few nights there was one, and it doesn't happen to me very often, but when it does, I'm like, oh my God. Because I know, like, I have family members in my life who really struggle to sleep and like struggle with insomnia and things like that. And I'm just like, don't understand. Because every once in a while it takes me like over an hour to fall asleep. And I'm like, this is so frustrating. So to anybody who suffers with insomnia or trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, like, I really feel for you, because it just makes trying to get out of bed miserable the next morning, if you're even able to manage that. So thankfully last night it was okay. Whereas a couple nights ago, we're kind of going through this like weird heat wave right now, which is also really bizarre. Like, it's going up to like 13 degrees Celsius, 11 degrees Celsius, and like at 8 o'clock in the morning it's like already like 10 degrees out. It's really windy though, so it's also really frustrating because it's like really warm, but the wind is really biting. I feel like there's probably a bit of a wind chill that's not being factored in to the weather. But yeah, it's really strange weather, which of course is doing a number on my sinuses. The barometric pressure headaches have been real lately. I think that also contributed to like weird sleep patterns, because it's like, why is it so warm in January? I'm sure if my mother heard this, she'd be like, why are you complaining? It's like minus 30 degrees where they are. Let's just pop addition to, we made food for 1.5 Christmases. So my mother-in-law was in charge of doing all of the like meat stuff for the Christmas dinner, and then we were tasked with doing kind of all of the sides. So it was really funny. Christmas Eve, Leo and I sat with on our dining room table with our tipples, armed each with a cutting board and a peeler and some big pots, and we peeled 2 kilograms worth of potatoes, 2 like massive bags of potatoes. In fact, I think it was like 2.5. And like carrots, parsnips, sprouts, just like had a big old prep fest, which was actually really enjoyable. We watched the Grinch. We watched the animated Grinch, which was like my favorite from my childhood, which unfortunately like it didn't hold up as much as I wanted it to. I think because, I don't know, like the songs and the visuals and stuff are really cool. But obviously like Liam's childhood memory and his nostalgic attachment is to the Jim Carrey version. And that version is obviously much more fleshed out than the original cartoon version. I think I just really like the animation style and this like that rendition of You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Like those are the parts that feel the best to me. And also Max is featured more prominently in the cartoon version, and I'm a sucker for dogs, and Max is like my favorite. So I think that's maybe why. But in terms of the actual story, it's only 20 minutes long, so it can only be so long or so fleshed out. I think that is where the Jim Carrey one obviously shines. And then we also watched the Mickey Christmas Carol, and I'm realizing all of my like nostalgic childhood faves are all like TV movies that are like 20 minutes long. I think it's because we had a lot of these like TV movie shows on VHS. Probably because me and my brother didn't, you know what I mean? Like when you're a child, your attention span is only so long. So we had so many like 20-minute VHSs, or a lot of the TV shows you could get on VHS, they would give you 2 episodes on one VHS tape because they were like 15-20 minutes long, and then you get 2 of them, so you'd have like a more fleshed out VHS tape. So a lot of my childhood nostalgia, aside like from your full-length Disney movies, which I had a lot of like compilation VHS tapes of much shorter kind of 20-minute episodic things that we would sit and watch. And I'm pretty sure it's because we didn't have the attention span to sit through anything longer, which fair. I wonder now if, you know, people, like if kids now with all like the social media, YouTubes and stuff like that, if their attention span to even sit through the 20-minute one would even be feasible. Though some kids are really good at sitting down and watching things. Other kids are just like, they constantly, like if things aren't constantly stimulating them, they don't have the patience for like narrative story arc. You're like, where's all this plot? I want explosions, or I want funny, silly gag humor and stuff happening. I don't need these moments that like develop the story or the characters. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I think that that's maybe what would be the case now. So I'd be interested to know, like, if I sat my nephew down and we watched some of those, if he would actually sit down and be interested in them. Who's to say? So we, like I said, on the Christmas day, we then were in charge of cooking all the sides for the Christmas meal. And then we brought it over in the afternoon because my mother and father-in-law were going to see my father-in-law's dad for Christmas morning. He was in the hospital. He has since, unfortunately, passed on he made it through Christmas, but he didn't make it through the New Year. So that's currently what's being sorted out in the family now. But they got to see him. We gave him some really cool Christmas presents, and I think he really appreciated that. And so while they were visiting with him, we were doing all of the side prep because my mother-in-law was able to prep a lot of the meat and stuff a couple days beforehand. And yeah, it was just a really chill evening. And then we also had, because usually what happens is my one brother-in-law, my brother, sister-in-law, and nephew, they'll sort of have Christmas either around my sister-in-law's parents, or they'll sort of do something on their own. And then we usually see them with Liam's dad, either Boxing Day, or we did it the 27th this year. But they were actually available for Christmas Day. So I think it was the first time in a while that Liam and all three of his brothers were actually all together for Christmas, which was really cool. And then we also have, basically my mother-in-law and father-in-law, actually. So that family, they basically just, adopt people from other families. So we have a very, very good family friend of ours who also came for Christmas dinner, and they joke that he's number 5. No, I think he's number 6 son. Number 5 son is another family friend of ours. So they just adopt wayward children and claim them as their own. And so he was also able to come for Christmas dinner. And so there were 5 brothers together, and I think my mother-in-law really appreciated that. And then on the 27th, like I said, that was when we were doing full Christmas dinner. So we did just the sides for the 25th. And then the 27th, when we had my other father-in-law and then one section of my brother-in-law, we did that around ours, which was really cool. It's so funny, though, because you can tell, and even, too, even when we were over around my in-laws Christmas Day, we thought, because Henry was my nephew was also there, that it would be a little bit of a hairy situation, because we were all in the kitchen and they have a little table extender, but the table's a bit lower to the ground, and so Shadow could full on rest his chin on this table. And my nephew is infamous for not wanting to eat or getting up and doing other things and leaving his food unattended, and we're okay, we're ready to prevent Shadow from doing whatever and stuff. But I think Shadow got so overwhelmed with the amount of people that were in the kitchen, because it's quite a tight squeeze, and he couldn't settle, that he just full on left the room and went and laid down in the living room on the sofa. So he didn't disturb us the entire Christmas dinner, which was wild to me. I was like, you sure you don't want any of this? Mind you, he was given bits and pieces sort of later on or earlier and stuff like that. So, but the fact that he wasn't fussed at all, I think the not sort of being able to find a place to settle and not knowing, not being able to get comfortable, that trumped his desire to try to get scraps off of the table, which is unheard of. Any other dog that we know of, especially considering that Liam's family has only really ever known labs, and they're so food motivated that the fact that he was just nah, I'm good, I'm gonna go wait somewhere else, we were this is so bizarre, this doesn't make any sense. But yeah, he did that. And then same thing, my nephew he's not a big eater of the Christmas foods. He likes a good Yorkshire pudding, but he was finished quite quickly. I think he was really hungry earlier in the day, so he had eaten before they'd come over. So he was they have a couple little sectionals in their living room. So my nephew was on one sofa, Shadow was on the other, and they were just chilling. And it was amazing. But then I think on the 27th, because we only have one large sofa as opposed to a couple little sectionals, what happened is Shadow couldn't really settle. He kept on going upstairs and taking himself to bed, but then getting upset that all of us were downstairs having fun without him. So he wanted to he had FOMO. He wanted to be with his people, but he was this is still too overwhelming and overstimulating. Tell me I have literally the dog version of myself. Though I don't get FOMO. I'm whatever. Whereas Shadow wanted to be with his people, but also didn't want to be in and amongst the chaos. And I think the crux of that, the reason for that, was that my nephew can't really sit still. So even if he's sitting on his tablet doing whatever, he's still jumping around, getting up, getting down. Whereas I think Shadow just wanted to chill on the sofa, and he had to share a sofa with some, like, a creature that kept bouncing around, and I think that was too much for him. So he was like, no, never mind. And then the one thing is, like, Shadow's gotten really afraid of fireworks. I think I've told you guys that. Fireworks night was really brutal this year. So, we don't know what had happened, but something had spooked him. And my nephew had gotten these, like, suction cup game where you had this bowl and you would throw these, like, little suction cup things to it. And then you would pull them off afterwards. And they made this, like, popping sound that we think sort of sounded enough like a firework, like, sort of that sort of vibe, that at one point he went outside and we had to, like, coax him back in. So we're still navigating that, where every once in a while something will just set him off and he's like, I don't want to be here. And you're like, well, we're not gonna stop my nephew from, like, playing with his toys. We have to, like, try to figure out or come up with a system. Luckily, Shadow knows he can, like, go upstairs, get himself comfortable elsewhere, yada yada, so that was okay. But I still feel bad for him. But because we remembered, I think actually I was talking about it on stream here before we broke up for Christmas, and someone made a really good point, like, you should get supplies for that. And I said to Liam, I was like, you know, for fireworks night, because it was so last minute, we sort of, like, missed the boat and we're sort of MacGyvering things to try to make him as comfortable as possible. So I was like, let's get the stuff now that we're thinking in advance before New Year's Eve starts, or the lead up to New Year's Eve. So luckily we were able to get him these, like, calming treats. We got another room spray, but it was like a pheromone one as opposed to, like, a essential oils calming smell thing. We got him an actual snood, like a little happy hoodie for himself that wasn't just me MacGyvering one of my headbands. He wasn't a big fan of it, but I do find, like, moments where things were really loud, I do think it was helpful in sort of dampening his ability to hear all these loud noises. And also, too, for New Year's, oh no, one of the little baubles came off. Damn. Anyway, so for New Year's, my in-laws came round and we were playing games and chatting and basically being really loud and obnoxious, and I think there was enough background noise from us to help drown out some of the firework noises. Whereas I think for fireworks night, because it was just me and Shadow at home, I was, like, artificially creating more noises with, like, turning on the echo and turning on the TV and putting music on, doing those sorts of things. Whereas because everyone around us, we were, like, having a good time laughing and joking and stuff, that natural sound, like, creation, I guess, really helped to dampen that. Unfortunately, I was really annoyed because I thought, okay, New Year's, the fireworks are all going to go off sort of around the same time, so we don't really have to worry about him until it gets closer to midnight. But then I forgot that, I guess, I wonder if it's because kids, like, maybe some kids go to bed early, so parents want to, like, have a New Year's before midnight because everyone's going to bed, so they let off the fireworks early. So that was kind of annoying because we weren't expecting them to start going off as soon as they did. Luckily, there weren't as many. It was more few and far between. Whereas, luckily, it wasn't as bad. Merlot Bunny, hello! I'm doing very well. How are you today? I hope you're having a fabulous morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Just recounting my last few weeks. I feel like it was a very, well, not busy enough. I just feel like it's been a minute since I've been live, so I have lots to talk about, as opposed to, you know, in a couple of weeks I won't. I'm glad you're doing well. Just talking about how we're a bit more prepared for fireworks and managing my dog's fireworks. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. My dog Shadow, who turns 2 on Saturday, which is very exciting. He's not a big fan of fireworks, so we put a lot of effort this time in to make sure that he wasn't impacted by all the New Year's stuff. Unfortunately, people were setting off fireworks before midnight, which I wasn't happy about. But I respect why they might be doing that, because like I said, they maybe have kids, and so they like pretend that it's New Year's at like 7 o'clock so that they can go to bed and stuff. But it went well. All in all, it went very well. So that was good. And then, yeah, between New Year's and now, it's just been, like I said, eating through the rest of the party food because we don't want it to go bad. And attempting to reposition our, like, schedules. Because remember, well, to be fair, I think it's just a general rule that time is an illusion and nothing is real. But it feels especially like that between Christmas and New Year's and slightly after that. Hi, Pete. Good afternoon. How you doing? Happy New Year. How's your day been? Or your week so far? Guys, it's almost the end of the week. You guys are crushing it. I appreciate you. If you guys don't know, I got a bunch of craft kits for Christmas, and so we're currently going through this paper terrarium one. And hopefully, yeah. Not bad. Oh, I'm glad you're not doing bad. I am doing okay. The sort of like weird heat spell that we have going on right now is sort of impacting, like I get like barometric pressure change headaches. So I've had a few more of those lately just because I feel like the weather shouldn't be as balmy in January as it has been. But other than that, things have been all right. We're, well, I say we're. Not really. I told Liam I'm not impressed with him because a lot of our friends, they're all at like different life stages right now. So a lot of people just recently have had kids or already do have kids or all that kind of stuff. So you get to that point where being able to meet up with people becomes very few and far between. So I guess all of the boys are meeting up this Saturday, which is very exciting. I'm very happy. They're all gonna have a great old catch up, and I'm very, excited for them. But it's Shadow's birthday. And so me and Shadow are gonna have the best time. We're gonna have a party, and Liam's not invited. I'm sure we'll celebrate with him too, but I was like, whatever. You do realize you have forsaken your fur son to go and hang out. Right? Exactly. Pete's like, I would like to party with Shadow. Yeah. He's asleep downstairs right now. I was saying he's making fewer and fewer appearances on the stream. I think he's just like, yeah, whatever, Mom, I don't care. But we're gonna go Pets at Home because we're part of like the Pets at Home VIP card, whatever. He gets 20% off like a Pets at Home little birthday bundle, so it's gonna have like a little birthday toy and like little pretend pizza, like dog pizzas, and like a little birthday button and stuff like that. So I told Liam, I was like, we have to get that for him. So, and then I'll probably, I don't know when like the lads shenanigans are happening on Saturday, but I'll probably end up taking Shadow to the forest. We'll have a big run around with all of, not all of his doggy friends. We'll find other dogs to run around with. There's a few dogs that we've met, like at the dog park, like in the forest and stuff like that. There's like regulars that we see quite frequently, but I wouldn't say that like we have any besties. Shadow doesn't have any dog besties in the forest yet. But he does have a bestie. Our friend's dog, Mitch, we hung out with them today. And Shadow actually remembered him, and they actually like played together at the dog park and stuff. And me and my friend were like, we're so happy our dogs have friends. guess we didn't have fireworks in my town. Thankfully, most of our family pets are over 10 years old. Yeah, that's good. I know I have such a love-hate relationship with fireworks. I do like sparkly, pretty lights, but I don't like loud noises, and I don't like loud, inconsistent noises. And I feel like, especially as I'm getting older, my tolerance for them has become non-existent, especially because I know how upset they make Shadow. I'm like, death to all fireworks. But I respect that, because especially too, like bonfire night or fireworks, it was bonfire night, it's transitioned to fireworks night in the UK is such a big deal for a lot of people, and especially my family, because I think a lot of my extended family, we joke that they're all a bunch of pyros. My brother-in-law, like, boys just, I don't know, they all love setting off fireworks. And so I would like to give them that opportunity, but I just wish they weren't so loud. That's the main thing. Are all of the family pets, Merlot, Bunny, in your life, do they react quite badly to fireworks? Because some dogs don't. Some dogs are okay. Like, they don't love them, but they're sort of like, oh, like, it's more of like a pain in the ass for them as opposed to like a genuine fear. You know what I mean? So that's what we wish. It was so frustrating because we got Shadow neutered this year, and everyone's like, oh my god, like, have you noticed any big differences? Like, I'm sure he's so much more chill and whatever. And like, he was getting a lot more chill just as he got older. The only massive difference is last year, when he still had his balls, he wasn't that afraid of fireworks. This year, absolutely terrified. I'm like, everyone said that this would be a positive thing, not a negative thing. My friends let my dog watch and cry. Aw, yeah. Really? Oh, so they actually enjoy the fireworks. That's really interesting. That's like the complete opposite reaction. Well, that's very well, my cousin's dog. Also, the fear of balloons. Yeah. I'm sure you get one that like pops in your face, and it's what happened too with Shadow this year is the Christmas crackers, those set him off this year, and we think it's because, again, they sounded just that little bit too much like fireworks, especially when we were all around the family table and we all like pulled them at the same time, and there was like all these popping sounds, and he was like, absolutely not. That's really cool. I think that's nice that he watches them. Again, love the pretty colors, don't want the big booms. So I feel like Shadow, again, he'd probably like the pretty colors as well. It's just that the big noises are scary. And I'm like, same, dude. It was not my intention to literally get the male dog version of myself. But that's what happened. But, yeah. But he's doing all right. And again, too, like I said, for this year, because I think we had people over... and they were all people that, like, Shadow was very chill with. And it wasn't... Because we were all hanging out around our dining room table playing games and stuff. And so Shadow basically had the sofa all to himself, which I think he enjoyed. Because then he could, you know, move around and do whatever and, like, hang out and not worry about, like, another tiny human jumping around and, like, disrupting his chill. Which I always feel bad because my nephew tries so hard where he, like, wants to be Shadow's friend. And he, like, will give Shadow his toys and will be like, Shadow, look, let's play together. And Shadow kind of is like, I don't really know what to do with you. And then it's like well, to be fair, when they first get together, Shadow's so excited to see my nephew. And then my nephew's overwhelmed because they're literally the same size. And Shadow always tries to give him kisses. Which Shadow very rarely gives out, mind you. Like, I rarely get Shadow kisses. And there's certain family members in our life that always get Shadow kisses. And I'm not bitter. Just a little bit bitter. Aw, the other day. So, usually, Shadow, without fail, will always, like, lay on Liam's lap. To the point where, I was so annoyed. So we were hanging out downstairs, chilling on the sofa. Shadow came, was laying on Liam. Liam was like sorting himself out, doing whatever. And then I called Shadow over. I was like, Shadow, come here, come and see me. And he was standing over me. And I was like, Shadow, get comfortable, sit down, like lay down on me. I was like, so I went, Shadow, lay down. And what does he do? He walks over to Liam and lays down on his lap. And I was like, excuse me, the audacity. You could have easily just laid down right here. But he physically got up and went and sat with Liam instead. So the other day, a couple days ago, I don't know, because Shadow only will ever lay on my lap. I think if he assumes I'm going to leave the house. And so if I sit down, he'll be like, oh no. And he'll like really lay it on thick. Like, oh my God, Tasha, I love you so much. Please don't leave me. Never does any other time. So the other day, we were sitting, both Liam and I, on the sofa. And Shadow chose to sit on my lap. And I almost cried. Like, I got so low-key overwhelmed. I looked at Liam and I was like, na 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 boo boo, Shadow chose me. That's not happened again. It's only happened once. And that was the thing too, that I was gonna like take a picture of us on my phone and do whatever, but then also I didn't want to like mess it up. I was like, I don't want to pet him too much. I don't want to, try to do anything else because he might get up and leave and not sit on my lap again for a long time. I was so like, I am the chosen one. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But hopefully, I don't know. That's what I want. That's my resolution for 2023 is I would like Shadow to snuggle with me more frequently. I'm like, sit on my lap, not on Liam's lap. Oh, we're almost done popping out all these pieces. Hi, Kat. Good morning to you. Happy New Year. I hope everything has been going well for you so far. I feel like it's been so long. I've been wanting to like catch up with everybody, see how they've been doing. So I'm very happy to be back. Excuse me. But yes, this is the first of 5 craft kits that I'm hoping we will get to complete this month. If we do finish this one before the end of stream, we will transition into the next one. Aw, man. No more slack-a-lackin'. I guess it must be it's like a fine balance, eh? Because I feel like the last month, you were bored to tears with the amount of nothingness to do in the office. So I guess now it's good that you do have something to keep you occupied, but hopefully it's not to the point of like stressing you out, you know what I mean? You're like, I would just like the happy balance where I'm busy, but not so busy that I'm overwhelmed and stressed, but not that there's not enough to do that I'm like literally bored to tears. Yeah. October, November, then January. That's not very many times. So then what do you do for the rest of the year? Are you just like bored out of your mind? Right, that makes sense. Oh. Every once in a while, my eyeball just gets incredibly itchy. That's incredible. You're like done by 9. I wanted to ask you, I feel like it's been a hot minute. I feel like the information's probably already passed, but did your mom get the results of her biopsy yet? I assume she did. Because I wanted to know if everything has been a-okay, if you don't mind me asking. I'm being nosy. But I know that she did that, and then you were waiting for the results. And so I would like to know if you got the results. And I hope that the results are favorable. Okay. First step, pop all the bits out. Second step, attach the things in a way that looks aesthetically pleasing. drink the tea. She did. Oh, god damn it. Not good news. Ah, oh, damn it. Damn. That sucks. I'm so sorry. I feel like everything was like gearing up for such a positive response. So that's such a kick in the gut. Hopefully though, yeah, all the fingers and toes crossed that the match is still donating. Yeah. Yeah, they wouldn't be asking about your sort of coverage if you weren't gonna need to cover something. Man. Yeah. I guess it's such a weird thing because I feel like for the first few weeks of the year, I guess like people are still kind of getting their shit together and stuff. So you want to like be optimistic and assume that they're still in their time as an illusion, nothing is real vacation space. And that hopefully in a couple of days they'll start back with their like back to the real world routine and then they'll get back to you. Because I guess if they don't, if the donor falls through, I guess obviously she'll still do the chemo, but ideally you want both. Apparently some people back. Oh. I guess it is. I know somebody who did, I had a friend who I think donated bone marrow. And I know it is like quite an intense process. It's like a lot, there's a lot more to it than just like giving blood. But hopefully that's not the case with this person. Okay. Let us construct the terrarium. We have lots of extra bits and things. There are 2 ways supposed to be the match. Okay. Okay, this is our terrarium. I don't even know. It's one of these things where I'm like, yeah, it's a kit, but I'm like, where do I start? I don't know. Let's start with... Sure, that looks cute. I don't know. Does it make sense to do 2? I'm like, I don't know, does this look weird? God damn it. There's a blood donation way where they pump you full of meds to produce more stem cells and you sit there for 8 hours. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think my my friend did the scoop method. Okay. Maybe if we do like a... No, that doesn't make sense. Unless we move this guy over. And then this guy's sort of like off to the side, kind of like that. And then we do a bit of this. Sort of, kind of. We also do it from the opposite side. That might work. There. And then, what is it? We have all of these little guys. Okay. want it to look too busy. Maybe we need to do the, like, flowers first. Isn't it? They're like, stack the flowers. Okay. Now, does it make sense? Kind of. We'll try. We'll do this on an angle. It's one of those where it's so funny because I was talking to Liam about this. I was like, yeah, I'll do the succulent thing, and I'm like, I'm sure, like, the terrarium, and I'm like, it'll be super simple, like, whatever, it won't be that big of a deal. You're not following instructions. Whereas I get, you know what happens is I think sometimes when the option is like go wild and do whatever, that's harder because I'm like, I don't know. I don't trust my gut. I don't understand. It's just, right? Exactly. That's how I'm feeling. I'm like, I don't know if this is right. And it's like, there's no right answer. And I'm like, that doesn't compute in my brain. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. What do you mean there's no right answer? I guess I could just do, like, I don't want to do exactly what's like listed on the thing, but also, I don't know. It seems weird to me that this is popped out, like they popped this out, but I don't know, maybe it's fine. No, I think we do go back to this way. And then this goes here, and it sort of sticks out, and that looks kind of cute. Okay. Okay. Make whatever. Yeah, right? Exactly. Exactly. I'm like, that might, like we have so many creative friends on here that, like, I've met and I think are really amazing, and they just have infinite wells of creativity to just, like, pull, and they're like, this feels right, and I'm gonna do this, and this feels good, and I'm like, where's the instructions? I would like instructions, please. And so I'm very in awe. Oh, thank you, Pete.
It's lengthening time.
Oh. When in doubt, stretch it out. But yeah, I'm like, what do you mean I need to? You're like, be free with your creativity, and I'm like, my creativity has rules. I don't want it to, but that just is the way my creative cookie crumbles. Okay. Periodically place this. So I think the idea is that, like, this is the sort of main section, and then this is all glass, and then you kind of put things into the shell. But then I don't understand why these things then stick out, but that's fine. I'm not gonna question that. We're just gonna trust the logic. Okay, and let's three-dimensionalize this. We also don't have to use every single thing. We probably won't. But then I'm like, what do you do with the leftovers? I don't know. Maybe I'll stick them on a card or something. So in addition to the in-person Christmas, New Year's shenanigans that we got up to, my mom, we also organized a video chat. So me and my mom and my dad, we video chat like bi-weekly, just as a way to, like, stay connected, and I think it really helps my parents sort of decompress and the like, because they're currently in charge of taking care of my grandparents, and they're a lot of work. We love them, but they are a lot of work. So I think it helps them to have that opportunity to de-stress with someone. I guess this is going to be kind of 3D, so this can sort of be out of there. Anyway, so we organized a video chat with them as well as my grandparents. It's so funny. My dad had his iPad and was like leading everybody around the room and stuff. And then my brother and his girlfriend as well, because they live in a completely different province to where my parents are in Canada. And they are also, like, I don't know if you guys agree with astrology, but my brother and his girlfriend are like your stereotypical Scorpios, where they're so secretive, not intentionally, they're just so difficult to pin down that you're just kind of like, what are you up to? I feel like down there doesn't really make sense. And so we basically have to try really, really hard to pin them down. And so this was a perfect opportunity to like sit down and be like, okay, what have you been up to? What's going on in your lives? Please inform us as to your whereabouts, because it's very difficult to talk to you otherwise. So that was nice. I think my parents and my grandparents appreciated that. But in exciting news, because my parents try to come and see me and Liam at least, well, we try to get together at least twice a year. If not more. And so my parents are basically using my London location as like a stopover with their gallivanting in their travels. And trying to think what else. Sorry, my brain is just like, what am I trying to do? Anyways, so yeah. They're using us as like a stopover for their other adventures. So they're going to Italy for a week. And so they're gonna come and see us in between that. Well, before that, after that. And then my parents were like to my brother, like, what are you guys doing? Maybe you should also come. So potentially the whole family is gonna be hanging out this year, which is cool. Because we did that, when did we do that? We did it last year in Canada, but my brother's girlfriend has never been to visit here, and they've never, my brother has only been once, and that was like before we moved, so we've not all been in the same place for a while. So that's very exciting. Plus possibly happening. Hello, Saul. Good afternoon. Happy New Year. Yeah, you're liking it so far? Me and Kat are just talking about how when kits come with very little rules, we're like, we panic. Because we're like, what do you mean we just get to do whatever we want? So that's what's happening right now. My husband needs to get his passport. Oh, he still not got his passport yet? Slack-a-lackin'. But yes, how are you, Saul? Oh, I know it's been like a few weeks because I haven't seen you. I wanted to ask how your first foray into Studio Ghibli has gone. Because last time we spoke, you were about to embark on your very first Studio Giblets extravaganza. And I have been wanting to know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions ever since I found out that this was going to be happening. So please, feel free, share your thoughts. Yes, freedom from the craft kits. Yeah, I don't know, man. I like rules. I can't help it. Okay. Guess this is meant to be this kind of a succulent. So if we gonna take this off for now. Oh, you missed the first half hour. Damn it, Saul. I saw the rest of it, and while I was very confused, the art style. Yeah, that's the only thing with Studio Ghibli films, is that you need to be able to dedicate a good 2 hours of your time to the cause. You saw the new Avatar movie, the first movie in water. I remember seeing the first one and thinking it was really, really amazing, but I have no desire to see the second one. I don't know, maybe when it comes out on Netflix in a couple years, if they allow for that to happen. I have a movie podcast that I listen to, so I'm interested to hear what their reviews were. Did you like it? Did you like the first one and then ergo also that one? Or not so much? Sort of like a this maybe? I don't know why this would have a, but I feel like we need to cover the bases and things. Hi, Jazzy. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. Hopefully, so far so good. It's my first of 5 craft kits. Aw, shucks. Listen. Don't butter me up like that. How are you doing? How are things? How are things? I think this is meant to sort of go here, kind of, maybe. I want to use these things, but I feel like they need to be anchored somewhere, and I don't know where the best... Oh, maybe up here. That seems like it might be too hectic, though. I don't know. Ooh, what'd you have for lunch, Merlo Bunny? Do share. Okay, let's do some other little fleur things. I'm not a fan of CGI. I can't. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like that sort of cinematic experience is an acquired taste. I do fully believe that. I need some like smaller guys. Do I have a tiny yellow one, or have I used all my tiny yellow ones? I think I have. That's alright. This should be fine. Potato salad. Ooh, I haven't had a good potato salad in a hot minute. Love a good potato salad. I probably shouldn't have left this glue off for so long. CGI is really nice. But yeah. That's fair. It's almost like, I feel like it's one of those things where it's one of those like cultural touchstones that you're kind of like, it's like you just check it off the list. Like, okay, I've engaged in the thing. Potato, carrot, and pickles. Ooh, nice. I love potatoes in all their forms. It sounds incredible. Yeah. What? You guys are like, huh? Bunny, I think you're rocking everyone's world. Everyone is very everyone's very impressed or very flabbergasted by your inclusion of carrots in your potato salad. And I think you may have been you are encouraging a new culinary trend amongst the people. People are shook. People are shook by your potato salad. Was it like shaved carrots? Almost like a coleslaw carrot situation. Because that makes sense to me. Ooh. Okay, maybe... Maybe we just put it in the top one? Cooked carrot. Okay, interesting. Yeah, the egg. But that's southern shit. Yeah, no, I'm used to the potato egg mayo thing as well. And then... No. I feel like... I guess I could stick the small guy here. And then these could sort of come out of it. Right? Yes. I was just thinking potatoes all day, every day. Don't really understand. That's okay. Unless... You're from Chile. Interesting. Okay. You did show me the tattoo. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, and it was incredible, and I love it. Yes, I think I have a tattoo section on the Discord. I did see it, and I thought it was incredible. How's it healed, by the way? Because it was just a black and white one. Or not a black and white, but it was a black ink one. So I feel like, hopefully, it wasn't too. But yeah, no, it turned out really well. Yeah, it's past its point of like crusty nastiness and is like a lot better. That's good. Okay, no, I do think I like that. This is here. Okay. Once we're happy with the placement of this, then we get to do the sticking of the things. And remembering where we've decided everything should live. Okay. Maybe this guy moves over here somewhere. And then this guy is there. Let's just see how this is looking. Okay. Okay. And then I think maybe this goes there. And then I do. If you want, it's a channel point redeem for how many? It's not very much. And then I refund you those. 300 channel points, and then I redeem those to you, and I send you a whisper with that information. So I will do that right now. Mind you, it's very underutilized by me. But it's helpful when people post cool shit in there, and I usually always comment on it. I myself am just not a very active poster. Okay. Paste. There we go. So you just have that. Make sure you fill out your introduce yourself, and then I'll add you to the map of friendship, which I think it's up to date right now. I'll have to double check later. Where you can see all of the friends that we have all over the world, which is really cool. Okay. So we want to add these things, but I am not sure. Is that gonna look weird? Ah, too many paper bits catching on each other. Cut it out. I don't know, I almost feel like these little things, like as cool as they are, they almost seem a little unnecessary. I don't even know if we like these. I think... Yeah, no problem. Cool. Yeah, I think some people have different names across different things. And that's okay. Yeah, I don't know. As much as I wanted to add those like little pearly dudes, I don't know if that's necessary. I do wonder if something is missing over here, though. Like if I scooch... maybe. Maybe. We scooch this guy over here, and then this guy pops in here. Maybe. Sort of, kind of. And then we just gotta add more fleurs everywhere. The other thing might be... No, I kind of like the pink over there. We could make this like a bigger succulent. Okay, let's remove this guy. What if we... put... Instead of like 4, what if we did 6? Though it might be too much. We'll see. We'll see. We won't know until we try. The inclusion of the yellow, though there is the yellow one there. Unless... Okay, so that is here. And then what if... It's annoying that these are not... Like, I wish they were the same color either side, so then if you wanted this color but you wanted a slightly different orientation, you could switch it. Feel like I did like the pink there, but what if we put the one there instead, and then this guy was here, and then this guy and that guy, which I think is a better color combo. And then this. And then you can like, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. It's just like, yeah, it's cheaper to just do the color on the one side. There we go. Include that just to kind of cover up. Okay. I feel like I'm happy with... No problem. Yeah. Hi, Kay. Good. Is it afternoon or morning for you? I think it's morning for you. Either way, I hope you're having a fabulous time. But yeah, thank you so much for asking, Saul. My holiday was good. It was like this weird combo of like busy and restful at the same time. So we were in charge of cooking 2.5 Christmas dinners. We did all of the sides for our like main Christmas dinner. And then we did a full like roast dinner for another get together. So that was nice. So Liam and I sat down Christmas Eve with a tipple in each hand, a cutting board each and some peelers, and peeled like 2 kilos worth of potatoes because the whole family, we had 10 people at this Christmas gathering. And that's like our immediate family. So there's 10 people at the immediate family Christmas gathering. And we are all very much potato fiends. I'm actually surprised that, you know, there isn't a potato tattoo amongst us. Similar to Kat's potato. 10 people, 10 potatoes. Oh no. 10 people, easily 5 potatoes per person in this family. And not only was it that it was potatoes, but we did 2 kinds. So we did roast potatoes and mashed potatoes. So we needed to do all of that too. And then we had sprouts, parsnips, carrots. What else? I think that was the main 3. Cauliflower cheese. Yay! Welcome, welcome, bunny. Honestly, I feel like I did. After Christmas dinner, I potatoed all over the place. I feel like I've been potatoing for the last like week and a half. Potato. But yeah, it was really good fun. And it was really interesting because I think there were too many people shoved in my mother-in-law's kitchen that we thought that Shadow was gonna like have a field day with all the Christmas dinner. And he went and sat in the living room instead. He was like, no, I'm done. I'd rather not. Which was very strange. We were like, are you feeling all right, my dude? You don't want to partake in the feasting? And he was like, nah, fam, I'm good. It's like, okay, suit yourself. Okay, I'm happy with that. Yes. Mm-hmm. That's funny. I like that one. You don't have to force the family. If anything, the cauliflower cheese was the biggest hit of the Christmas dinner. We put 4 cheeses on it. It was full of pomp and circumstance. And it's so funny because I feel like that's not really, like, we would have cauliflower cheese, but like not to the same extent that they do here. My dad would just like take a head of cauliflower and like smear butter or mayonnaise on it and melt cheese on it and bake the whole thing. We wouldn't go through the process of like making a whole roux and doing the parboil and doing the whatever, and it's so crazy. Okay. I like that. You just came up with that. I love it. I love that. You like cauliflower ear? More like cauliflower cheese. But yeah, all in all, and then yeah, on the 27th, we had people over around ours, and that was exciting. And then yeah, for New Year's, we had more people. We had our in-laws over at our place, and we played games and ate like picky bits and stuff. We still have a lot. We're still going through all of the like rich, you know, decadent holiday foods, which is a lot, but it's good. How was your holiday season? How was everyone's holidays? Even if they celebrate or not, what they got up to over the last few weeks since I've last seen everyone. Oh, I did end up making Christmas ghost biscuits. So remember how we talked about how I wanted to make Christmas cookies? And I said that the only thing I had were Halloween cookie cutters. And we decided that ghosts are actually canonically festive because A Christmas Carol. So I did end up making ghost cookies for Christmas. And no one questioned it. Everyone was kind of like, oh, ghosts. And I was like, yeah. And they were like, yeah, checks out. And I was like, I married into the correct family. I did! Yeah, how were your holiday streams? Okay, are we happy with this? I feel like I like it. I feel like it doesn't need to be so, like, crazy. You know what I mean? I guess we could add some more flowers, maybe. Does it need more? Graduated on the 7th of December. Had a nice Christmas. Just got... Oh, that's awesome. What did you graduate from, Bunny? Was it from secondary school? Was it from university? Was it from something else? But if anything, congratulations. You were starting your 2023 as a newly graduated person. Excuse me. Maybe we add another. I put aside a game that means a lot to me. Oh. I am aware of Terry Pratchett. There's many a Terry Pratchett stan in my family. I have not specifically Terry Pratchetted in my time, but my brother, Liam's aunt, many. From high school, finally out of that icky place. Yay! On to bigger and better things. That's exciting. Good for you. It's a big deal. There we go. a slightly different kind of flower power. Or should I do the twisty version? Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that they made Discworld games. I know that the series is very big. Like, you know, I'm aware of the series. That's like the most common thing that I know of in terms of that. But that's cool. I didn't realize they made games. Okay, we're gonna make another flower. It's a big one, so we might stick it here. There's like other little ones, but I don't know. I don't know if that's necessary. But I feel like something needs to go here. And then maybe, do we have, oh, we have like a little guy. We do. Yeah, there's 3 games in the 90s. Ah, that's so good. Do you have all 3? And this was your like foray into them, or have you had them for a while? And you just were like, let's do some nostalgic funsies. I don't actually know if we need one over there. We'll see. We'll do this one first, and then we will assess. Although I've been the work skills. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you have been like working all throughout. So is your plan, Bunny, just to work now that you are newly graduated extraordinaire? Or do you have post-secondary goals or other things? Or are you just gonna take it easy? Do you have that? Do you have the luxury? You're like, I'm gonna just do my thing and figure it out later? That's also valid. Okay, I think once we do this flower and we sort of figure out, I think we're almost ready to like secure the final placements. You know what I mean? On PS1 since I was a kid. Oh, you got them running on the PC. Excellent. Oh, that's so awesome. Oh, that's so cool. So you managed to get them working on the PC, like proper emulator style. That must be so nice. Is it as like nostalgic as you remember it? Cause that's the thing that that Liam does. Like him and my brother-in-law, like they obviously grew up with a lot of old games. Cause my father-in-law has been like super into games and computers his whole life. And so every once in a while, they'll find like an emulator and they'll pull something up, and just the nostalgia that floods them, it's just so pure. They get so excited. They're like, oh, I remember this. Oh, this was so great. Oh my God, remember this thing. And I'm just like, you just revert back to being that like childhood excitement. And I assume it's the same for you playing these games, but was there anything like, did you forget bits and stuff? I'm gonna take my time next year. Kind of going, okay. That's cool. If you'd like to do game design, that's amazing. You've just played the same game. What's your game of choice? What's your nostalgic game of choice? That's so cool that you'd want to study game design, Bunny. Would you want to do like the visual stuff of that, or would you want to do like the coding of the actual infrastructure of the game? What aspect of game design appeals to you? Tell me more. Wow. Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. I don't know if I knew you played WoW. What kind of character do you play, or do you play different ones? I'm a show game. Oh, cool. Yeah. Definitely, please. Yeah, if you have any like videos and stuff, feel free to share them in the chat or also over on the Discord. I'm very intrigued by that. Yeah, first game is Terrarium, one different point and click. Oh, it's a point and click adventure game. All the silly logic solving puzzles. Yeah. Oh, did you have to see? Did you have to Google anything? Because that's what I would have ended up doing. I love like point and click adventure games. Those are sort of like my jam. But the puzzles get to a point where I'm like, and I'm Googling it. I get to a point where I really do like put my effort in, but it gets to a point where I'm like, okay, I literally don't know. Come on now, let's like speed up. I want to get to the story part. But I respect that not like people like to tough it out and do those sorts of things. Started as an Alliance Warlock and now you're a Horde Hunter. Okay. Oh, you get pets as a hunter? That's really cool. Do you get like mounts and stuff, or do you get like companions, or both? Interesting. The last game I played, Liam gifted it to me on Steam. There's this game that I put quite a few hours in on his Steam library called Cook Serve Delicious, the second one. So Cook Serve Delicious 2, and I have the jingle. It was like, Cook Serve Delicious 2. And so the third one came out, and so he gifted it to me. The jingle's not the same, though, which I think is a missed opportunity. I was like, you're not going to hit me with that jingle, but just say 3 instead of 2. Missed opportunity. But it's really cool because you organize, instead of Cook Serve Delicious 2, where you were basically a chef in different restaurants, this one, the apocalypse has happened and all the restaurants have blown up, and these 2 androids rescue you and you start a food truck, and now I'm just food trucking all over the States. So I've been enjoying that. The thing is, though, it's like I find a lot of the games that I enjoy playing, I am so hyper focused that I think I would be terrible at streaming them. You know what I mean? So those are games I can only really keep to myself because it would just be me being like this. Yep. Okay. Shit. Yep. Okay. Cool. Shit. Okay. Yep. Like it wouldn't be entertaining for anyone. That's awesome. About the pets and the mounts. Oh, you never Google. My favorite part is getting stuck. As long as it isn't game mechanic. Okay. Yeah. I'll find the path solution. That's awesome. You have better patience. It is. Well, because what happens is I try to 100% it, and then if you mess it up, I'm like, ah! So yeah, that happens a lot. So in those sorts of games. Or, again, I'll do like point and click adventure games, but a lot of the times, I think a lot of the ones that I'm interested in are like, I don't know, they don't fit the vibe. They don't fit the vibe I'm trying to achieve. Though, Liam, we've been playing it together, like we've been switching on and off, and so we played, he got this new game called Potion Craft, and it's very cozy, very fun. It's like Stardew Valley, but magical, and it's not time sensitive like Stardew Valley is, which is much more my speed, and I really enjoy it. That's fair, yeah. You're still obsessed with Disney Dreamlight. I am also still obsessed with Disney Dreamlight, but I can only play it because I was so dumb. I should have saved it on the cloud, but I saved it on like the local PC, which is Liam's PC, and so when he's working or wants his computer, I don't get to play Disney Dreamlight. Point and click taught you patience? Interesting. I posted the video on Discord. Very good. I'll have to take a look at that later. I've seen that game. Potion Craft? It's really cute. I really enjoy it. Cleaning simulation games. I only log in to look at Scrooge's shop for now. Oh yeah. Oh, you need more quests? See, I still have hella quests to do because I'm very far behind. Myst is my big nostalgia game. Ooh. That's so good. Cleaning simulation games. Have you played, Jazzy, have you played Power Wash Simulator? I'm listening for the first time. I feel like logically flowers don't bloom on cacti this far down, but I also don't know if I care. I feel like, because you mentioned cleaning games, and I feel like Power Wash Simulator would be very satisfying for you. I've not personally played it, but I've watched playthroughs of it happen, and I'm just like, yes. Give me that good. All right. I think I'm happy with this. Now we just have to glue her all down. And remember the order of operations. House Flipper as well. Yes, I've also, it's so funny. My mother-in-law really likes House Flipper and Power Wash Simulator. She also enjoys like cleaning fun games, but she also too will like YouTube, like rug cleaning videos on YouTube and stuff. She enjoys those sorts of things. Okay. Okay, that's okay. Good thing you did that before I just like yeeted them all off the page. That was a very clever idea. Thank you. Also, what else? Yeah, what are all your cozy games? Cozy Grove, I have seen. It looks very cute, like an Animal Crossing-esque game. The only thing I find sometimes is like I enjoy cozy games, but I like when they have a bit of a plot, because sometimes the cozy games will just be like grinding, like what's it called? Like just resource management games. And so then I get bored because I'm like, I don't really care to do those things. The unpacking game is also incredible. I also have seen the game A Little to the Left, which Liam bought. I haven't played it yet, but it's in the same line as the unpacking game. And it looks chef's kiss. Oh, it does. Oh, that's really cute then. Yes. Now I feel like this was roughly here. Was this? This guy was roughly here. Okay. It does have some plots. The unpacking game. Yeah, the ending. Oh my god. Yes. Absolutely. Speaking of like sappy endings and shit. So was it you as well as Aurora? Because I was talking about anime and how I wanted more like cutesy slice of life animes, and you guys were like, you should watch Kotaro Lives Alone. And I was like, okay, that sounds really cute. I didn't know how freaking dark it was gonna be. It was also cute and adorable, but goddamn, that show hit me in the feels. The feels? And I really hope that they get another season. Right? Okay. I'm glad everybody's on the same page about this. It was really good though. I did thoroughly enjoy it. But goddamn, I was not expecting that. Well done, Kevin, with the sad. Oh my goodness, really? That's so funny. But yeah, oh, it hit me in the feels, guys. I was not prepared. That was like, to be fair though, yes it is. It's the one with the small child that lives alone in the apartment complex. Saint Young Man. Oh. Okay. So another one, the other one that I watched, what I was talking about on stream, was Poco's Udon World, and I was so obsessed with it. And again though, the ending was like a gut punch to the feels, and I wasn't expecting it. And so there's a few others now that I've started watching. I watched another one. I realized that my anime of choice is slice of life found family animes. So I found a couple other found family slice of life animes that I'm gonna dive into. And I'm also gonna look into that one. And has plot. Oh, there we go. I'll have to check that one out. Let me write that down, because I'm not going to remember it. There was that one. Yeah, I've gotten to the point now, and I don't know when this happened, but to be fair, I did watch Wednesday, but I'm so, like, averse lately to watching, like, live action stuff. I don't know if it's because most live action, we've talked about this before, where I feel like a lot of live action is, like, they're, like, at minimum an hour long, and I'm like, I just want something cute and simple that I can, like, watch while I'm eating my lunch, and they're, like, 20-minute episodes. Whereas a lot of live action stuff, it's very, unless you could go the sitcom route, which I'm not super interested in right now, then that's sort of kind of what your options are. I've heard of Heartstopper, Restaurant to Another World. I've seen that one as well. Restaurant to Another World. Okay, I'm writing down all these things. I've recently watched, there was another one where it was called, like, If It's For My Daughter, I Will Slay a Demon or something like that, and it's about this adventurer who finds, like, a devil child in the forest and decides to raise her as his own, and that one's really cute. And there's, like, sort of larger sort of socio-political world-building stuff going on as well, which is really cool. Saul, absolutely not. Saul, absolutely not. We are just naming sad movies, my bad. Absolutely. Yeah. That's based off of a book, and I've also heard, like, I don't know. Apparently, I've heard that, because I've never seen it, and I did want to watch it, but I've heard problematic things about the author. So now I don't want to. The Imitation. Ooh, I don't know about that one. That sounds familiar to me, but... Oh, absolutely. That's another thing as well that I don't partake in. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I have a really hard time separating art from artists, especially if it's something that I don't have any nostalgic ties to. So what happens is, like, I do have friends and family who have sentimental attachments to certain things. But if it's not something that I personally have grown up with, then it makes it difficult for me to want to get into that, because I am entering in it with the eyes of all of the knowledge of all of the bullshit that's happened. You know what I mean? So, like, it's different if you grew up with something and then you find out, even though I still find it difficult, that, like, your faves are problematic. I don't know, sometimes nostalgia can, like, tint the rose-colored glasses that you engage in something with. But if you don't have the rose-tinted glasses of nostalgia when you're engaging in something like that, I then find it difficult, knowing what I know, to then invest in those sorts of things, if that makes sense. Because the same thing to be said as well, which is unfortunate, is for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Because so many of my friends are absolutely obsessed with it, and I know it's something that I probably would really, really enjoy. But apparently the environment of that show was very not good because of Josh Wheaton. So that's tainted it, unfortunately. So, yeah. Which is unfortunate, but I think the thing, though, is when shitty people do shitty things, it's helpful if you enjoy something of a certain genre or category or nature to find unproblematic people doing that same thing. You know what I mean?
So there's a lot of, like, people in terms of, like, the Harry Potter stuff where it's like, oh, you want, like, coming of age, fantasy, like, magic stuff. Here's all of these authors who are unproblematic who do that thing very well. You know what I mean? So there's ways to go about it if that's something that is difficult, like you're similar to me. Exactly. See, so many people that I love Buffy, but I know that it's difficult. Yeah. So there we go. Twas my rant. Twas my rant today. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Again, I'm not gonna, like, yuck people's yum, but I just know for me personally, like, it's difficult. Same thing with, like, music as well. So there's certain things like I was saying this to Liam. So let's scale it back. Backtrack. I'm also excited for the Percy Jackson show. So one of the things that might be happening, is happening, is that my parents are coming to see me and Liam around May. We've also convinced my brother and his girlfriend to possibly come over and see us during May. And so later on, a week ago, we were chatting with friends of ours, and I said, oh, my whole family's gonna be able to come and see me this year. It's gonna be really cool. And she goes, so are you and Liam finally gonna have your wedding reception that you've never had? So for guys who don't know, Liam and I got married, it'll be 3 years ago this year. And we kind of had, like, a low-key last-minute shotgun wedding. For visa reasons. And so we just had my parents, like, our families there, and we didn't tell anyone. We basically had a secret wedding. And it was awesome. But everyone kept saying, and we always said, well, we'll have a wedding reception at some point. And then the pandemic happened, and then all this other bullshit happened, and then also my family lives on the other side of the world. Are they able to come visit? Blah, 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 blah. So they're potentially all going to get to be here in May. So my friend was like, you gonna have a reception? And I was like, I didn't even think about that. That didn't even cross my brain. Guess what we're doing this year now? So I said to Liam, so our friend is saying, haha, wouldn't that be funny if we did this thing? And he goes, that's actually not a bad idea. So yeah, so we're gonna finally have a long-awaited it's 3 years late. It'll be just shy of 3 years. It'll be 2 and a bit years, because it's going to be happening in May and our anniversary is in June, so it'll be just before our 3-year anniversary. But the reason I say all of this I was wondering if you were lurking, Aurora. I was wondering. So that is in the process of happening. So the reason I say all of this is because I don't want any music at the reception to be played by those who have been convicted or suspected to be of having committed SA against individuals. So that is what's happening. So that was my thing about, not being able to separate the art from the artist. So I'm going to have a, for the love of God, do not play these artists playlist at the reception. And I don't give a shit if it's a certain party bop for people. They are a terrible trash human being. I do not want them played. Because I don't want to feel sad at my reception because fucking R. Kelly comes on. Because they always play R. Kelly Ignition at things. And to be fair, I used to absolutely love that song. Can't do it now. I cannot. So, I have a shit list. We just made our own play. I'm super tempted to just do that. But I also want to give people the option to request songs. Got married before pandemic times. But yeah. Absolutely. Oh my god, that's so sweet. Got married at your mom's house before Christmas. That's awesome. Love that morals, right? Gonna get you something super cute. Shut up, Jazzy. No, you don't. You guys don't have to do that. Damn right. Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys. I wasn't sure if I was gonna drop that bombshell, but I feel like it made sense within the context of what we were talking about. So, surprise. Aw, that's so nice. Well, happy belated anniversary. Your lips are sealed, yeah. Don't worry. We'll talk. You know what it is? It's so funny. I'm gonna, yeah. But it's been really interesting planning stuff because, again, we got to avoid all of the shenanigans of, like, not inviting. You know, you go like, oh, who am I going to invite to this thing? Oh, do I invite so-and-so or do I invite so-and-so? Is so-and-so going to be upset if I don't invite them? Whatever. And we just got to avoid that shit by not telling anyone we got married. But now we're doing this thing and we're like, should we invite this person? Oh shit, what about this person? So that's fun. But yeah, so that's, yeah, exciting New Year's shit. Oh no! We just had first generation of family away from us and then like one friend. Yeah, that's fair. Love is of it. Aw, yeah. Absolutely. Shawl, how are you gonna go stream if your mouth is sealed shut? Eh? You better get the antidote. I do joke because obviously like all of Liam's friends and family have now become my friends and family, but I was giving him shit the other day because he was like, oh, what about so-and-so? Oh man, this gets so complicated. We have to invite this person and this person. And I was like, my family is simple. All my Canadian friends have kids and they're unable to travel to us. And then my immediate family, of which there are 4 of them, maybe 5 of them will be attending. All of the shenanigans is your side of the family. These are all your friends and family you need to figure out. Not that they're not all mine as well, but I'm like, guess what? If there's any problems, it's your side of the family. Get the scissors out. Oh no. Don't accidentally do a Joker smile. Yeah, of course. Happy streaming, Saul. Here, let me do before you go. Shout out to the homies. Did I spell that correctly? Oh no, I didn't do the thing right. This is how you do it. Boom. And guys, if you don't know, I'm gonna be over on Saul's channel on January 15th on the Saturday, doing all sorts of exciting fun shenanigans. So check that out. Be on the lookout for that. Okay. Wow, I feel like, I don't know if I was just yelling. We gotta get back to business, guys. We gotta get back to business. Sunday! Did I say Saturday? I meant Sunday. Whatever the 15th is, I'll keep you posted. I'll figure it out. But it's gonna be exciting. Saul's gonna be there. Yeah. Might be singing. I will be singing. I've been practicing all week. It'll be interesting. Confirmed singing. Singing confirmed. Singing confirmed. Guess what? Chicken butt. I don't know, Jazzy, what's up? Tell me what's up. No way! As just visiting or officially moving? Because I know you do. I know you said hubby wanted to retire early out there. Exciting stuff. Is this for realsies? Like for forevers or just for holiday vacation, exciting, scoping out new digs sort of thing? For a few weeks. That's exciting. Pops out of lurk. No problem. I appreciate you popping out. Hi, Angelic Dreamer. Yarn hype. Yarn hype. How are you doing? I hope you had a fabulous New Year, holidays, if you celebrate. If you don't, also valid. I feel like this is like an approximation of what we did, and that's fine. We are not half-assing, but we are, you know, doing the things. Shut up! Is your layover in London? Tokyo? That's random, but also exciting. That's so cool. And it's actually incredible that you say that, Jazzy, because Liam just sent me a video of like a bunch of really cool forests in Japan. And I was like, Japan honeymoon next year? Please? Can we please? I would love. I wish. We'll see what happens. That's so cool. Yeah, my Christmas was good, Dreamer. Thank you so much. It was like hectically chill. You know what I mean? But it's time to get back into the grind. And all the things. Yeah, no problem. Qualifications, what are your qualification options? But honestly, it's been on my bucket list for such a long time, especially now that the Studio Ghibli Park has opened up, which, by the way, it is our Lord and Savior Hayao Miyazaki's birthday today, if you didn't know. Mr. Ghibli himself, it's his birthday. Oh, absolutely, Jazzy. Are you kidding me? We are going to have afternoon tea with scones, and we're going to have pinkies up, and it's going to be the most bougie shit ever. Back from ads. Excellent. What qualifications are you looking at doing, Pete? Oh, that's so awesome, Dreamer. Oh, that's so good. When are you do you have an official return to streaming date that you would like to plug, or is it you're still getting set up and figuring out what you want to do? Oh no. Oh no. It's all good. There we go. I did realize though, apparently Studio Ghibli, the Ghibli park is actually only open, or it's only recently going to be open to tourists. Originally it was only open to people who lived in Japan on a lottery system. Yeah, no problem, BRBs. No, I accidentally got it today. Oh, well, hopefully. Here you go. When you do. Are you going to be streaming on your Angelic Dreamer site, or are you going to be doing your Yarn Hype one? Because I know you started a second account, but I wasn't sure if you were going to stay with that one or if you're going to still do you know what I mean? Because I do know you had two. Looking at doing an assessor's course, conflict management and restraint courses as an instructor. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would assume, yeah, you want ones that are gonna seem more like, yeah, beneficial within that setting. Perfect. Okay, cool. You haven't seen a Studio Ghibli movie. Damn it, Jazzy. They need to put them on Disney Plus, truly, because they put a short with Baby Yoda and the Dust Bunnies from Studio Ghibli, animated by Studio Ghibli. So I'm like, please take them off of Netflix, put them on Disney Plus for everyone, and then everyone can see them. Because it's a missed opportunity. Oh, you saw the new Avatar movie as well. That's awesome. Kat was talking about the Avatar movie too. You really enjoyed it. Awesome. What? Kay says, what? Huh? Who? Where? Who, what, where, when, why? How? That's awesome. Did you like the first one? Did you see the first one? Yeah, Baby Yoda and the Suit Sprites on Disney Plus. What's it called? Oh, it's like a thing that came out over Christmas. What is it? Excuse me. Yeah, it's called Zen, Grogu, and Dust Bunnies. And it's on Disney Plus. And it's like a little animation of the Soot Sprites or the Dust Bunnies and Grogu, and they're just like hanging out. And it's really cute and chill. But yeah, run, don't walk over to your Disney Plus account or somewhere. There must be a place you could pirate it. I hope. Because it needs to be seen by the masses. Okay, what am I doing? We're almost done. Okay. Woo! Ah! It's fine. It's good. Just want to make sure. You're be turning on the TV now, right? You're like, excuse me, bye-bye. I got shit to do. I got cute shit to see. Ain't nobody got time for this. Oh no! Hasn't this happened to you before, Kat? I feel like you've been having very bad luck with your fruit. I feel like something, yeah. Your fruit's been, I don't know, something's been up with your fruit lately. Because I feel like this happened to you before. This is not the first time you have had bad fruit problems. Yeah, what's up with that? Maybe you need to eat different apples. Or maybe you gotta switch fruit. Maybe like switch to pears or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh no. A fuzzy blueberry? Do you think he's like low-key trying to poison you? Like, what's up with this? Be like, excuse me. You'd be like, you can cut it out. The life insurance isn't that good. Right? Exactly. That's what I mean. Absolutely. You ever think about that? I'm just like, yeah, your ass is being haunted. Don't you ever leave me. Okay, I'm going to stick these down here just so we know. Okay. I know. Where were you? It's fine. We'll remember. We'll figure it out. I love that. You're like, listen, I know your weak spots. See it in 3D. Oh, wow. I remember seeing the first one in 3D. Oh, no. Ew, really? I didn't even know that could happen. That's wild. Yeah, that would be very triggering to then have those experiences afterwards. I don't blame him. That's wild. You can replace your ear bones? Interesting. Just gonna cover up these guys with this. Don't really know why. Titanium, that's cool. You kidding me? Titanium ear bones? I don't know why. I don't know why when shit's titanium, it just sounds really cool. Like out of a sci-fi movie. Like he would have like hypersonic hearing with his titanium ear bones. Oh, I need to crack into the granola bar. I'm flagging, friends. Were you standing on the right because that was the only side he could hear out of? I might have to cut this. That's fine. Interesting. That's good that you don't have to do that anymore, though. I just realized that the blue of this succulent is going... Oh well, it's too late now. We've committed. It's fine. The same colors will be found back to back in nature all the time. We will not overthink it. Thank you. I feel like you guys are always such a good boost of confidence. I'm like, I hate it. And you guys are like, it's great. I'm like, okay, thank you. Where did I put the flowers? Let's double check. Yeah, it's true. Did you hear the munches and crunches of the granola bar? It's my little pick-me-up. Did you watch it, Kay? Did you love it? Absolutely. Can confirm, right? Yes, Pete, your life-saving paramedic services will not be needed remotely because I'm remembering to eat food. Right? It seems so bizarre, but also works very well. You're like, never, it's like one of those things, like you never knew you needed it, and then you have it, and you're like, this is the greatest thing. Oh yeah, does your family not, That's not good. To be fair, I usually have a granola bar on hand, but you just reminded me of the shit I should have been doing this whole time. Okay. Now, in order for this to work, yeah. Yeah, I never watched The Mandalorian either. I think my dad watched it. My dad watched it and he really enjoyed it. He also really liked The Bad Batch. And I think there's gonna be new episodes of that. Okay, you're meant to fold these over, but it's so precarious. Why? It's almost like they bent them the wrong way. Like, that looks like it's trying to bend a different way, but whatever. What if we used a ruler? If I do meet up with That's incredible. Yep. Shadow loves rope toys. Those are his favorite. His favorite toy, my father-in-law picked up for him randomly, I think like at the grocery store or something. So he's had it since he was like 6 months, 12 weeks old. Obsessed with it. It's probably his most favorite toy. So, rope toys. Yeah, that's funny. Shadow, like, he gets into moods where he's really into them, and other times he's completely indifferent. It's only recently that he's gotten into them. But yeah, certain squeakers, oh, absolutely grinding. You have to find, like, a squeak that's of a frequency that you can tolerate. Because not all squeakers are... I'm sure, you know what I mean? If you hear them enough times, they are insufferable to a point. But at some point... there's certain ones that are absolutely more jarring than others. You can tolerate none of them. You're like, none of this, please. I get that. Really? Your small dog does that. Our friend's dog, Mitch, does that as well. Where he doesn't like eat the squeaker, but he does tear apart his toys. He rips the squeaker out of them. I don't know if he's consumed them yet. Possibly. He is a Labrador. Honestly. Do they think, they must think they're like little mice or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's like a prey drive instinct thing. Shadow doesn't have really a prey drive, except really for the squeaky toys. Like, that's the instinct. Sometimes he'll like sit there and he'll really chew on them and stuff. And we're like, you know, you don't really show any other real instinct for like hunting traits than like really going to town on a squeaky toy sometimes. Yeah, exactly. That's what I think. Okay, so we're just to line this up, and then I do think, because this guy is kind of in the way, we do need to cut this one, which is fine. Don't know if we need to cut the whole thing off or if we just need to cut a chunk of it off, just because it's in the way of our little bit that's hanging out of the thing. If we cut it like in half, we're doing some surgery on the craft. We're going off script. to be like 3D, so I guess we don't want it to, I don't know, I feel like it could be more bendy than this, but. Oh no. That did not work at all. Maybe it's best to start from the bottom. It's like this isn't. Okay. We need them to be. Manchini restaurant buns. Ooh, that sounds incredible. I feel like I've had oxtail like only a handful of times in my life, but I remember it being amazing. Maybe it would be best to do it this way. And then if the things get squished, then we just have to suck it up. Yeah, eclectic but delicious. That's an excellent way to put that. I like that. I'm surprised that was something you're able to find in Alabama. That seems like a very like a very diverse cuisine. But obviously, like everywhere, because we're at a point now where like immigration and diversity has occurred, even if like the higher ups don't like to view it as such. So, hey man, you probably have all sorts. Thank you, Troublemaker, so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, that's awesome. You always find though, like, because, I don't know, I feel like, especially in Canada, like, you drive through small towns, and they could be, like, the whitest town, and there will always be a Chinese food store. Like, a Chinese food place. Whether or not it's run by, like, the only Chinese family in the town, or it's just, like, appropriated by a bunch of other white people. But there's always some names, like, some different ethnic groups in places, which is awesome. I'm like, there needs to be more of that. Because the thing is, it's like there's certain cuisines that I find are very easy to get a hold of and other ones that aren't. And it's like, I would try anything. As long as it's gluten-free, like as long as I'm allowed to eat it, I would love to try. I would try any food once. Like, in all honesty. If people are like, oh, would you try this like random, like even, you know, like in certain cultures in different countries, they're like using a lot more like bug protein and stuff. I'm like, absolutely. You make that shit taste good, I will absolutely eat it. You know what I mean? So I would love access of more variety in terms of food. I think the problem, what happens is that because I have food restrictions, not all places are like aware of or can answer my sort of questions in terms of like what is in the food. And so I end up not being able to experience as much as I would like. But yeah, I love bacon, butts, and meat and everything. Absolutely. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, that's so rich. It's like that's nice once in a while, but if your entire thing is doing that, that's too much. Only flavoring is bacon. That's so weird. There's a new pupusa place in town. Ooh, that sounds nice. of an edge. This might be. See, those ones stuck because I feel like they had enough, like, I don't know, surface area to grip onto something. I'm officially squishing all of the flowers for the sake of this, but I guess we can puff them up later as well. Sort of, kind of. Now my fingers are full of glue, but hashtag worth it. Oh! What a mystery! Do you have animals? Do they keep stealing them? Ghost mice. Yep, you gotta keep an eye out for your ghost mice. Absolutely. Or like crows, are they super shiny? Maybe there's ghost crows. Because you know crows love a good shiny thing. And I feel like some crochet hooks are shiny. I love that cat. Zero hesitation. Duh, ghost mice. Like, yeah, absolutely. Ha ha! Huzzah! Oh, do you have one of those like bottomless pit bags? That's what I call them. You know, where there's like not really any pockets to put things in, and so everything just falls into the cavernous cave that is the bottom of the purse, and it's like, you know, stuff is in there, but it's almost like when you lose socks in the dryer. It's like things just disappear into this vacuous hole that is a bottomless pit bag. So it happens. I got a new backpack that I'm so stoked about because it has so many pockets, so I can like organize all my stuff and it doesn't just fall into the bottomless pit that I don't have access to, and you're like rifling around it for like 2 minutes. I'm gonna press back and try to eat them. Oh no. Yeah. See, it's fine if you can find things in your bottomless pit bag, but mine is not. Fell into an expensive bag market for a few years. Yeah. That's the thing too, and I love crossbody bags. I love cute little novelty bags, but we've talked about this before. We are the type of people who like to plan for the apocalypse, so we like to put all of the shit we might theoretically need every time we leave the house, and that's not gonna fit into a cute little novelty bag. It's like, I need to know that where I'm going, all of the things that I might bring with me will be there, or it'll be like just a short-term thing. Like, oh, I just need this cute little bag. Or else. No. No, I have not. I've seen like many a Loungefly bag. Is it from Loungefly or is it specifically a Tokyo Disney exclusive? I would like it. Yeah, it's too many compartments. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. That's a fair point as well, that there can be such a thing as too many. And I appreciate that. That sounds cool AF. Okay. So now we're just gonna poof up our flowers. Mickey hamburger. That sounds incredible. Yeah, because I have a few like little cute bags, but like you can really only fit like your bank card and not even your phone, maybe your phone, like at a push. And it's like, guys, I need way more than that. Or I need to know that you have it. If I know someone else has it, then it's fine. But if I'm the one, you know what I mean? Because like, I don't know, dudes aren't gonna have it. Like if I was with my mom would have all the things so I could bring a cute little bag, because my mom would have like the pharmacy in her purse and like a drink and some wipes and some whatevers. That would be fine. But if I'm going out with Liam's not gonna have any of that. So I need to bring it for myself. Tokyo Disney, oh yeah. No, it's true. This makes a good time to switch back. Yeah, definitely. There's a delicate balance, you know what I mean? Between bottomless pit bag and too many pocket bag. And I appreciate that. Well, pending, you know, that this dries fully. Oh, speak of the devil. Oh, I think I just forgot to glue this one. Yeah, the thing I find, I have a crossbody leather bag that I really like, and it's really good for traveling and stuff, but they get really heavy. You know what I mean? And then also too, that's again, I love a good crossbody bag, but I get to the point where because I literally put everything in it, like if I wear it, you know, if I'm walking around shopping and things for a couple hours, my shoulder is killing me because I made it weigh, like I'm putting like 5, I don't know, however much, a decent amount of weight all on one shoulder, and that's not good probably for everything, especially because I have a lot of like shoulder neck tension. Last thing I need to do is to be inflaming it with excess weight on one side. But yeah. Okay. These are tentatively dry. I have a feeling they're gonna pop up at any moment, but technically duplicating ones. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's the thing too though. That's the only problem sometimes when you go synthetic is that they might wear away, whereas if you have sturdier ones that are made of like leather or different sort of materials that will last forever. Now we're skipping ahead. I don't know if this is fully dry yet, but we're gonna pretend it is. And if it all pops off and doesn't, then that's fine. Double knot this so it doesn't actually. Yes. Okay. Dun da 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 da. A terrarium that I won't be able to kill. How excellent. I have a terrarium that sits on a windowsill, and I didn't realize, which is dumb on my part, that because it had a couple air plants and you were supposed to like spritz it and water them every once in a while. I haven't watered shit for so long, it's definitely dead. But this guy, I can't kill because it's paper. Excellent, excellent. Excellent. That was fun. That was quite a fun little kit. I quite enjoyed that. Let's do some cleaning up. We have all these like extra little bits still. I don't know. I'm like, am I ever going to use them to make anything else? I don't know. Not spritz this one. Yeah, exactly, right? Do not spritz these plants. Absolutely. Yeah, if anything, that will kill them. Water will... This is the only terrarium in which water will kill them. Not the opposite. I guess I have like a little bag of like stickers and stuff. These are all just like little paper cutouts, I'm sure. I don't know. We might be able to find a use for them. Let's pop them in a bag. Pop them in my sticker bag. Because who knows? Maybe these will come in handy for something. There's still like little cacti. Maybe I could make like little cards. Like, 'cause I have some plain greeting cards. Maybe I can stick some little like cacti and stuff on them. There you go. Stick that away. Trying to think, maybe we can hang it up. Obviously not today. I don't have the supplies, but like it could live here. Yeah, maybe. Something like that. Cute. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Ooh, light's still working. Excellent, excellent. We can put the glues away. Actually, we might need these. Okay. So, we have a half hour. So maybe we should take a look at the next craft kit. We did do this. This was cute. We love it. Had a great time. Real fun. Shall we move on to the next one? We'll pop this here for now. There we go. Cute. Watch the glue doesn't dry and everything falls off while it's just like chilling there. Okay. Is it worth updating things? The next one is bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, 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 ba. It's a miniatures kit that I've wanted since I saw it come out. Not only is it a miniatures kit, it's an Alice in Wonderland tea shop miniatures kit. Like, seriously? And I don't know if this is me on hard mode, because like I've wanted to make one of these miniatures for the longest time. Maybe I'm starting out on hard mode, but this is like literally the coolest thing. Because I've looked at miniatures before, and a lot of them are like little coffee shops, which is great, but like I am team tea. And also, if you know, I've like stepped away from it a little bit. But one of my nostalgic things that I am not passionate about, but that I was obsessed with for a very long time is Alice in Wonderland. Again, bringing it back to problematic things tied to nostalgia. There's a lot of that. So, I've distanced myself a bit. But this, so freaking cool. So, this is what we're going to be working on for the next little bit. This is what I'm most excited about. I have other craft kits. Maybe we'll break it up and do different craft kits in and amongst the things. But this is the main baddie. So I figured maybe what we'll do in the last half hour is open her up and see what's going on. Maybe we should update. Let's update the... Got it, whatever. Update the current project to... Okay, save. Boom. So yeah, let's open her up, see what's going on. I'm sure my tags are wrong, but like, listen, it's fine. Actually, maybe we should update those too. I don't know. Okay, we are not doing papercraft anymore. We are doing miniatures. Is it not gonna load? It's fine. There you go. Miniatures. Did I spell it right? Miniatures. Did I spell it right? I don't know. Let's spell it this way. Fuck it. It's fine. We just took the paper craft off. I don't know. Okay, let's open her up. Without further ado. It's so funny. I don't know if you've ever seen them on like Instagram and stuff. Rolife will do like unveiling videos and they like score it in the center and they do, I don't know, it's like this visually aesthetic thing, but I don't want to mess with the box. So I'm gonna do it on the side in case like this, like I fuck it up. And I just want, because I want to keep the picture because it's pretty. And then apparently it lights up as well. So I guess we're going to be doing some, as long as I don't have to do any soldering. That seems like a bad idea. Nope. This light's still going strong. I don't know if it's fading. Maybe fading a little bit, but it's doing pretty good. I'm quite impressed by it. How do we open you? Whew. Mystic Archives series. Whoa! There's so many steps! Okay, I feel like instantly gets overwhelmed. It's fine, guys. It's fine. Oh, there's paper too. We need to cut stuff, fold stuff. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Okay. There's paper. There's little bits. There's a bottle with some sort of liquid in it. There's wood bits. Oh dear. Okay. Warning, this project is for 16 plus. Okay. Some small parts are included. Make sure I don't swallow or choke on them. Okay. Hi, Leah. Oh, thank you so much for swinging by. I hope you say Happy New Year to you as well. I hope you had a fabulous holiday, and I hope the start of your year has been great. I really appreciate you stopping by. That means a lot to me. Okay, read the instruction book carefully. Ensure all products are intact. Please cut and assemble carefully. Please install electrics correctly. Please keep packaging later because of important information. Okay, it's like with the last one. Please keep product away from flammable substances. Oh, that's glue. I assumed it probably would be. Okay, some auxiliary tools are necessary. Wait. Some auxiliary tools required to assemble the products. Please choose reasonably to avoid injury. So don't use dumb stuff. Use proper tools. Gotcha, gotcha. And not checking, yeah. I love the fact that you're reading the instructions and not checking once. Yeah, we'll see. It'll probably be a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. But yeah, I don't, because I love this and I think it looks so pretty. I don't want to fuck around and just like see what happens. I want to actually like do the thing properly. Okay, tools not included that we need. Oh, we need a precision knife. Interesting, interesting. Like an X-Acto knife. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay, ruler. Paper cut and part. Paper cut, use after cutting the number. Wait. Use after cutting. Right. The number is KMN. Those are not numbers. Part number. Find the part according to the material list and the one-to-one paper. Okay. Compare the part with the illustration. Transparent sheet cutting explanation. Cut the sheet to specific sizes based on the instructions. Peel off the protective film before using it. Okay. the different boards. In case of missing material, put the remaining back in the original bags after taking enough dosage in each step till completed. I do think that this is translated a little bit interestingly, but that's fine. Basically, it's make sure all the pieces are there, cut the things according to their instructions, and go from there. Okay. Tools included. Oh, they give us tweezers, sandpaper, and a screwdriver. And glue. Glue is used to glue the wood parts and other materials. You can assemble the next one while the glue is drying. How to open the liquid glue. Jesus. Take out the gasket. Do not use too much glue, for it takes longer to dry. That makes sense. Tools not included. Okay. Ruler we have. Scissors we have. Precision knife. I'm not sure about that one. I might have to raid Liam's stash. But we do have all of the pliers. We have... These aren't necessarily needle nose. They're flat nose. These are needle nose. Okay. Needle nose pliers. We got these flat boys. Where are my other ones? This is like a whole to-do, guys. Did you know this? Did you know that this was gonna be a whole to-do? I feel like I kind of half knew, but not really. Round nose pliers. Diagonal cutting pliers. These are all from like a jewelry making kit, so it's a good thing that I had these. Okay. Tools. Tools. And more tools. Okay. Tools not included. Yes. Okay. I always figured these were extensive. Yeah. Like, you have a lot of pliers. Yeah. They were, you know what? One of them was a pack. They were a pack of 3. And then another one I got with another random kit. I think I was gifted. But yeah. I just happen to have all of the necessary pliers. Okay. Precision knife we will get back to. I also have a Hobbycraft gift card, so if I need to go and procure said precision knife, I have the gift card to do so. So, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Remove the wood part with the precision knife. Okay. Polish the edge of the board with the sandpaper to make the sides flat so it's available for pasting. Okay, this is the materials list. Cut the toothpick, Jesus. That's a lot of, yeah, it's a lot of specific ones. I have a kit in my wish list with a bunch of accessories added for it. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. See, this is why we're doing this. This is why we're undertaking the prep work. Materials list. Because there's like all these little pieces as well. Golden bar type sticker. I wonder what this is. These look like little stickers for something important. I'm not sure. Okay. Right. The cabinet. The material pieces. The table. Okay. The street lamp. The display case. The clock, the door plate, the ornaments, the bunny, the broom, the kerosene lamp, the crystal ornaments, the dessert stand. Oh my god, you guys, we have to stick all of the individual polymer clay desserts together. Oh, jeez. Wow. Yeah, they don't fuck around when they mean these things, eh? This is, wow. Wowie zowie. Display case, potted plant. The display case. I assume this is the order to do stuff in, right? Like this must be... I'm excited and a little overwhelmed. This is gonna, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. This is gonna be a whole to-do. Wow. So, I guess the main thing is to first check to make sure we have everything. check to make sure that, I don't know, pop everything out. Yeah, there's like little, oh my god, you guys, look at the tiny little, we have to cut them. It's little polymer clays. Can you guys even see this? It's little polymer clay. And then we need to cut the polymer clay to make the little treats. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here's the teeny tiny little plates. Guys, I do think I put this on hard mode. This is not my intention. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be incredible. But I don't think we can start this today. We can assess though. We can take stock. This is for the broom. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, instantly overwhelmed, right? Instant overwhelmedness. Okay. We have like, so this here I think is the sandpaper. See this little itty bitty tiny bit of sandpaper. It's like the tiniest little bit. I guess we can, well, I don't know. I'm like afraid to open shit up. We can cut things though. Because this is all, okay, solid line is for cutting, dotted line is for folding. Red dotted frame is for spare parts. Okay. The dotted and solid line is for reference only. Okay. Okay. Okay, I see. So if we lose pieces, that's nice of them to give us extra pieces. It might be helpful. Ooh, look at these. Those are cool. Look at this, guys. Earl Grey tea, mint tea, Assam tea, Darjeeling, Lapsang Souchong. Eat me, take me, drink me. I'm very excited. We're definitely working more on, like, we are absolutely diving into this tomorrow. I will procure precision knife for tomorrow. Ooh. And we will dive in. Okay. And these are more cutting things. Okay. Right? Absolutely. It's gonna be a lot. But it's gonna be fine, you guys. It'll be great. Okay. Yeah, so I think these pieces are already popped out, so we don't have to do anything to them. We just have to assemble them, which is fine. That's okay. And then this is all the electrics and the tweezers. I also have other tweezers. I have plenty of tweezers. I guess that's the benefit to all of my crafting so far being teeny tiny things. Because then I have all the teeny tiny things to continue working on this with. Wow. We are going to be connecting wires. Check me out. I'm going to be a little miniature electrician. This is obnoxious. Okay. Let's put these away. I definitely think other plastic bags might be helpful for keeping things organized, so I'll definitely do that as well. Because these are in plastic bags. It'll be helpful to get a plastic bag to stick all of these in as we've cut them out, as well as this. Okay, let's open this one because, oh yes, and the glue. I still don't know what these are. I think they're like double-sided tape, or is it like specific? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot, but. What do we have in here? This also has a number on it, so I just want to keep a hold of that so I know that all of these are from that number. Okay. Oh, wow. Ooh, it's like iridescent film. Here's our itty bitty baby sandpaper. There's another bit of like crepe paper. More wood. Oh. Shiny things. I think via the instructions, they wanted us to take the wooden pieces anyway, so it's probably just as well that I am taking all of this out. Because I believe step 1 was to do just this. So these are kind of stuck together. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh no. That's all right. This feels more like a plastic. And it's sort of, I think maybe, I don't know. I wonder if when they painted it, it wasn't like 100%. Because these are stuck to this. Oh, that fabric sheds. Oh, more of this sort of sticky back sticker sort of thing. That looks like a clock if I ever did see one. These are all numbered. So I definitely will have to organize and find all the pieces. It's like IKEA furniture. It's like tiny IKEA furniture, which is fine because I love assembling IKEA furniture. So I got this. So you basically find the things that are corresponding to what you need and it'll be okay. And then you just assemble and hope for the best. I wonder if it's like there's certain wood for certain things. Because we still have to... Okay. I assume these are for the windows. So we might as well. You have apple is faded. I want mac and cheese. Ooh, mac and cheese sounds incredible. So I think what we'll do, because we have like 4 minutes left, is I will quickly acquire all of the bits that we need to create this cabinet, and that will be what we start on tomorrow. Because, yeah. Okay. So we need... Maybe though. Because these look like these pieces here. But for whatever reason, it's not indicating that on this. Like, for instance, this says like C33, C34. I guess cabinet 33, cabinet 34. But that isn't indicated on here. Is there like an official... Yeah, the cells may not be completed. Please prepare them yourself. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Find the illustration paper in the box, compare the part with the one-to-one. Yeah, I don't think it indicates them on here. So I think we're just figuring it out, but I assume this looks like what it is. So this is the base. These are the side panels. These are other panels. This is also part of it. These are the drawers. So yeah, these two pieces here are 1000% what we're gonna be starting with tomorrow. And then we also need brown wire, which is in bag number 6. Which is it? This one? Or this one? This is brown. Okay. And 2 gold beads, which are also in here. Do they mean these tiny guys? These are more like bronze. They're like seed beads. I have them. So these guys, I assume they're for the handles. And then a gold type bar sticker, which is these guys. I might put these beads back because I just have a feeling I'm gonna lose them. But we know they're in this bag. Okay. So, tomorrow, we will be back here putting together the first of many, many, many pieces of our Alice Tea Shop miniature. This is gonna be incredible. I'm sure it's gonna test my patience. It's gonna be wild. We now get to have, ooh, that's exciting. Oh, that's amazing. I love that for you. Okay, let's go see who is streaming. I think, unless anyone has any raid suggestions, we will go see our tried and true frenzies. And then, yeah, we will be back here to do some serious miniaturing. Let's do it. But yeah, this is a great day back, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Yeah, samesies. So we will go and see him. And yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a fabulous day. Let's go raid our friend. And yeah, we'll get to miniaturing tomorrow. Oh my god. Let's go.
Want my drinking water coming through a dead horse.